All right, so welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Thanks for tuning back in. We're going to get into some new stuff that's going on right now. It looks like after all, all the tariffs, all the problems that have been going on, people have been scared. And what's going to happen to the world, and the tariffs are going to cause inflation to go crazy and all that. But look, there's some reports that say that inflation has actually fallen 2.8% in February. Okay, so I think the scare that the people are having or whatever is causing them to not buy as much, and because people aren't buying as much, guess what's going to happen naturally? People are going to start to lower prices, which that starts to become the new norm, right? Lower prices maybe, because if people aren't buying, you're going to try to discount stuff. You're going to give things on discount, right? And
doesn't inflation have like a direct effect on government spending? The more the government spends, the more the inflation.
It is, and I mean, it could also be something to do with Doge or Doge, however they say. But here, this article on Financial Times says the U.S. inflation has fallen more than expected, 2.8 in February, potentially paving the way to earlier interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve. The reason why they're saying that is because the Federal Reserve cannot lower rates if inflation's high, because that will cause inflation to go even higher. Okay, because what happens if the rates go down? It doesn't matter how expensive stuff is, because if everybody got, like, let's say houses are $1 million and everybody gets a 1% mortgage rate, well then you could go afford a freaking $1 million house for $2,500 a month.
Hell yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's not really, it's basically going to allow people to borrow money for cheap, which in return it's going to bring a bunch of buyers to the market, and then everybody's going to be fighting for stuff. So that's what happened during COVID.
Yeah.
Why do you think inflation went so high? Everybody got dough. People started spending money, and the interest rates were really low.
Yeah.
Everybody was trying to buy a new car, a new this, a new that. People were buying houses like
there was no Rolex in stock.
Watches went crazy.
There was no Rolex.
Bro, freaking how you think California got so expensive? Houses in the hood selling for like $500?
That's crazy, bro. That's the reality that we live in our area.
Yeah, and then you have people that sold their house for $750, moved to Tennessee, came back and bought a shit of a house for $600.
Yeah.
Well, that does happen because, I know that people talk bad about California and how, the crazy stuff and people ran out of California and all this and that, but a lot of people are coming back.
Yeah.
And they're paying way more to come back. Like idiots. They could have just kept their shit, If your mortgage is like under $2,000 a month, you better sit your ass here. You know what I mean? You're gonna sell the house, and then you're gonna come back and buy a way like half the size of your house with like double the payment,
bro, or even worse, renting for more than what your mortgage was.
You could have just sat your ass in your house, and that's it.
Yeah. That's the truth. Like, to give you an idea, my mom got a house. Her house is like $3,700 a month, right? Well, I have a house for rent for $3,100 or $3,200, and she has a fat ass mansion basically for $3,500.
That's crazy, bro. In our line of work, I be seeing what people's mortgages are, and it's less than my rent.
Some people do, yeah.
And I'm in an apartment. It's crazy. They got a whole ass house with a pool, and their shit is less than my rent
because they got good interest and they just sat on it instead of hopping on the bandwagon like hurry because I can sell my house for another $100,000. But then, what are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go?
They're gonna blow that $100,000 and then go buy a shack for the same.
And you're gonna go buy a shack, and you're not gonna be able to afford the interest on that.
Yeah.
But at least you made some money and you have it in your pocket, sort of thing. I don't know.
But you do see what's causing also that to be a problem, because if you really pay attention to what's going on, like you got these guys who have these houses, right, with the mortgage that's cheaper than your rent for a mansion. This guy is not going to sell his house, even if his house is worth $1.5 million now. Even if he bought it for $800,000, because he could take that money out, right? But if he goes and buys it somewhere else, he's now going to be the guy that pays freaking $8,000 a month. So he'd rather just sit there. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of people right now are just. That's why I feel like the construction industry is going to be doing okay, is because people are going to be like, bro, I can't move. I might as well fix my stuff.
Yeah. For sure.
It doesn't make sense. And that is what causing the inflation and the housing market to stay high, because people don't want to sell their house. So,
well, why would you?
And with the tariffs and all that and the price of lumber, I mean, supposedly they're not building as much, so the price of lumber is low right now. But the tariffs haven't really kicked in, right?
But who knows if they will really? I think a lot of companies will use the excuse of the tariffs to bump their prices up if they have the ability to.
I was just thinking that today when we got that letter. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, you piece of shit.
It's a tactic, bro. They're gonna say that. They're gonna blame it on that, and then this fool Trump is gonna like, never mind. These pussies freaking all kind of came to terms with me. You heard that from Canada?
Which home? There's like 3 homes.
The one that was threatening that he's going to shut down the electricity. And the hood fools in Detroit said they were all beat his ass. Well, anyway, bro, that fool changed his... I think it was literally like he came out and did a statement how he's about to start doing this crazy stuff, like about the electricity, shut it down. Oh, no, he was going to tax it before he was going to shut it, right? He's going to tax it on some crazy stuff. Trump said, you do that, the tariffs go double. It didn't even take. I think these guys were making fun of him. I think it took him like not even. I think less than an hour. He changed his mind. He came out. Like, sorry guys. Like
what is wrong with these people? They keep doing this shit. No, we're gonna tariff you, and then like not even a day later.
You know,
actually, well, we decided we're gonna send the troops to the border instead.
Here's the thing, bro. These guys don't understand. Like this guy Trump, he's not getting what he wants out of them. So he's saying, okay, we're going to push it hard. We're going to throw some crazy extreme stuff at you. But they'd probably be better off to say, hey, Trump, look, check this out. We all know. We know how this is going to go. We can't do this. It's going to hurt us. I know you were saying that these deals aren't really working out for your people and for the American people. But, yeah, maybe there's time to do something. Let's figure something out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see why they don't just come in with some reasonable stuff. Like, I don't know if you've seen the stuff about Putin, how they talk about the ceasefire.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, you heard about that?
Yeah, apparently Zelensky, you feel me, which is another, said, oh, I'm not going to sign this little deal, blah, blah, blah. You know, he was kind of being disrespectful in the White House, got kicked out. And then all of a sudden, he's like, I'm dedicated to peace. Woo, woo. Like, I want to restore the peace.
So Zelensky basically wasn't allowed to come back to the White House because of that, since he last did that. They said the only way you're coming back is with an apology. Yeah. He supposedly sent an apology letter and heck of stuff. But, I've seen a lot of mixed things online about the ceasefire and the Putin situation. I don't know if you guys have been watching that, but there's a little video I want to play for you guys. Let me turn on the sound, make sure it's on because I know we have a...
Even if they stop the war, Russia already took a bunch of cities. Yeah. It's not like he's going to give them back, right?
Nah, well, I heard Ukraine actually had possession of Kursk or something, like some part of Russia that Russia was pushing the issue to get it back because they know they're in beginning stages of peace talks. So they're like, let's snatch up whatever we can right now.
Yeah. But then, Russia did take like 4 or 5 cities, no? Like
they took a bunch of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, let me see.
So they're not going to like, okay, it's cool now, but we already took him, so...
Yeah. Well, Putin was saying something along the lines of like, hey, that sounds like a good plan. You know, the little plan to have peace, the ceasefire for 30 days.
Yeah.
But there's other things that we ain't talked about, like y'all not supplying them with no more weapons, like NATO not pulling up, like all of these other little variables. He's like, hey, we got to address that. You know, and then even Putin's advisor came through and said, hey, all this talk about peace, this is just a pause for the inevitable. Like, yeah, I don't know why y'all are trying to do this. Like, let's get to the root cause or something like that. You heard?
Yeah, there's a video I can play. It's like actual statement because here's the thing: the headlines are crazy. They're all talking about something else, and there's one. I'm not sure if it's translated properly, but there's a video of him and it's translated, with subtitles. But here I pulled up the map, like you were saying that, because it shows here how much they conquered the Russians.
Yeah, they took some shit.
That looks like a pretty good chunk, bro. I would say at least like 10%.
Oh yeah, that's at least 10%, bro. That's a whole corner.
I would be pretty happy with that if I was Russia.
They're pretty strategic, bro. If you look at it, that's a whole corner that's next to the sea right there.
They took a part, like a big sea, part of the sea.
Crimea
the Ukrainians
was a big
still
one.
have part of the Black Sea, but
nice.
We see Romania right there chilling. Chefage.
Look, this was hungry right here, cuz.
They're hungry.
Yeah, but anyway, here I'll play the clip for Putin real quick so you guys can see. Where's it at? Where did I put it? Where's that Putin? Let's see here.
In in these conditions, the Ukrainian side
That does not sound like Putin.
certainly get a ceasefire for 30 days. And we are for that. But I have reservations. They
got
are
some
the
pussy
following.
nigga to
First
do
of
his
all,
voiceover.
What are we going to do with this area in Kursk Oblast? If we ceasefire for 30 days, what does it mean? That everybody there will just go free without fighting? Obviously, I fully support the proposal, but there are a lot of things which we still have to discuss, and I think that we can start talking with our opposite, the European side. Maybe I will call President Trump.
They got
and,
Andrew doing the
certainly,
translations,
we'll
man.
have to come to an agreement on a peaceful end.
So what? So he basically said what?
This translator sucks. Made him look like a.
Yeah, but what'd you guys get out of that?
Not much.
So you didn't understand any of it?
Cause I'm good. I ain't persistent.
I don't know. This shit just started playing.
Hey, that's some gas.
What did I get from it? I don't know. Just like, yeah, it's
So,
cool,
okay.
but
Well,
we still gotta.
Well, Putin, what he said, I'm okay with the ceasefire situation. I agree we should end this. But having a ceasefire for 30 days, like you mentioned, isn't like it's not really the root cause of this. We should kind of we could do the ceasefire, but what's going to happen with the people? Like, because right now they have surrounded some area to say what's going to happen with that. What's going to happen with the people who are responsible for this? And how are we going to go forward from this? Because this isn't the root of the problem. We need to fix the root of the problem and make sure that this isn't going to happen again.
Yeah.
That's really what he's saying. So people were talking shit about Putin saying, oh, well, how you know he's going to keep his end of the deal? Well, he's literally saying now, hey, bro, like, I'm trying to make this for good.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to have to come back to this. And he says he's going to call trampa. You know, Trump, that's the Russians
it's
call
not
it
like
trampa.
it's
Yeah.
not like he
Trampa.
has to. He doesn't even have to come to an agreement if he doesn't want to. It's not like who's gonna stop him.
He don't, but like
He wants to, bro.
Cause
He wants to, yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
He never.
I wouldn't take a deal as a businessman type of deal, right? I wouldn't take that deal just to stop the war, but me lose out on everything else that you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
there's
he's
a
not
lot-
going to take just any deal.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why he's like, hey, bro, we gotta like figure this out because we could. It's cool, we'll ceasefire, but we still got to talk about what's everything else, you know.
See, my guess on this ceasefire situation is that they've already been in talks with Trump and his team because they met with them
Yeah.
on some private stuff before they even met with Zelensky. So I don't think Trump would do like propose any kind of really deal if he didn't really think they would do something.
Yeah.
Apparently, Trump did threaten these fools like, if y'all don't come up with a deal, we're gonna be like tariffing you or some crap like that. But who knows how much is true, you know?
Yeah.
And the end of the day, I don't see why there's a benefit for this fool to be in, because so like if you really think about it, these fools are fighting a proxy war, bro. And what they really wanted to do to the Russians, they wanted to pretty much deprive them of all resources to become weak enough, so then everybody else could be more powerful. You know, that's really what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know,
It is. They cut off the pipeline to supply Germany with their natural gas and all this and that. And even their, I don't know, maybe their electricity. I'm not 100 on that.
Well,
I know
you don't
for sure
remember
the
what
natural
happened?
gas.
with the
Well,
pipeline, how
they bombed it, right?
the Ukrainians bombed it,
Yeah.
and freaking Zelensky was part of it.
Well, supposedly they said, hey, we didn't do it, bro. That wasn't us.
Well, you heard that. I don't know if you guys heard, but that actually came out. Basically, Zelensky supposedly was chilling with four of his guys, getting faded or whatever at a party, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we should blow that shit up." Well, these fools are like, "Yep, let's blow that shit up." And apparently, those fools took it serious. They just went and got the shit and went to basically shut it down. And they rented a boat. They went to the sea, the whole nine. They went and basically blew the shit up. Well, apparently the CIA and the American intelligence found out these fools were going to do that somehow. And they tried to call it off. Well, these guys, because they wanted to be discreet, they said, hey, we're going to get rid of all cell phones, nothing. They had no way to be contacted. So this fool couldn't even call it off no more. So Zelensky was going to try to call it off. They couldn't call it off no more. And these assholes blew up the pipeline. And they blamed it on the Russians.
Damn.
And the Russians were like, bro, why would we blow up our own pipeline that's sending and making us money?
Exactly. That's
It
so
ended up, it was
stupid.
Zelensky and some drunk piece of shits.
I know, but like they're playing 4D chess, bro. Putin is he's just making he's doing everything he's doing. What if he did blow that shit up himself?
Well, they admitted though.
They did?
Yeah, they admitted. There's a story on the internet about the freaking gypsies that freaking blew up the pipeline.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
On some
it's
drunk
admitted. It's
retard
like
shit.
on paper.
Yeah. That's
So-
crazy.
People are so
Who's gonna pay for that now? Freaking assholes, huh?
Well, they're gonna have to pay.
And imagine some faded assholes come up with a plan to blow some shit.
Hell yeah.
That wasn't like a 30-minute deal though. Like they must have not been drunk when they did it. So
Nah, they woke up like, hold on. Y'all remember what we was talking about?
how'd I show?
Yeah, how that show? Siski. Siski.
So the pipeline's just like chilling in the middle of nowhere.
It's
just
under
like-
the water in the ocean, or in the sea, or where? What the hell is that?
So they dove down and blew that shit up. Like how is that?
Yeah.
That's freaking
They sent the submarine cuz with the bomb attack.
Look, I'm gonna find the article for you guys because this is just like unbelievable. Look,
That's crazy, bro.
look at
They
that
used the
Ukrainian
Titanic
team. Let me take these off. What the hell this is?
This is some movie shit.
No, bro, this is unbelievable.
They
Look,
should make a movie about
look,
this. They
Ukrainian
probably
team
will.
blew up
They
the
will,
Nord
for
Stream
sure.
pipeline. Claims report, and it goes in here to talk about that story that I was telling you guys about. Let's see. Look, the Nord Stream gas pipeline was blown up by a small Ukrainian sabotage team in an operation that was initially approved by Vladimir Zelensky. I didn't know that fool's name's Vladimir. And then called off, but which went ahead anyway, according to claims in the report. Okay, a spokesman for the Ukrainian president has denied the claim. They denied it, obviously, but they have proof. Apparently, the CIA tried to get at them. Watch this. Let's see if it's in here. Let's see. Initially, many assumed Russia was to blame. Later, others suggested the CIA could have been involved. Last year, the New York Times reported that the U.S. officials have seen intelligence suggesting pro-Ukrainian group was behind the explosions, while last month, Hungary's prime minister called the explosions an act of terrorism carried out by obvious direction of the Americans.
They got a video. Play that shit.
What the? How do they got a video of this?
I
wore
don't know.
It's supposed to be
GoPros.
covert, bro. Like,
They're called bionic boomers. Seniors
a
once
bionic
riddled
boomer?
with debilitating arthritis pain.
damn,
Give-
man.
Not the bionic.
Oh, should I
boomer.
click the bionic boomer? Cuz let's see. Does it
And
talk
that little
about
ass
it?
boat?
No, I think this might be the
They're gonna
video
show
of them
us-
Oh, they're
showing.
peeping out the devastation.
They probably went to check it out to see the explosion.
We got to get one of those, bro.
So we can find the fish.
Yeah.
Look at that. See?
Oh shit! It's all
So-
blown up.
So all that the oil or whatever was in there just went in the
Went
water.
to the ocean, you know? Bro, let me
Dang.
see where it talks about.
Where's that busy that cries about the earth being polluted?
Mm-hmm.
Where is she at? Why isn't she bitching about this?
Where's the stop gas? or
Look
the
at this
stop
right
oil
here.
people.
The one that like shame on you. That freaking 12-year-old that supposedly everyone cares what she has to say.
Greta?
Yeah.
Greta Thunberg.
That piece of shit.
Look at this right here, bro. This is the show I was telling you guys about. Look, according to the Wall Street Journal, the sabotage operation involved a small sailing boat and a team of 6 people, combination of Ukrainian soldiers and civilians with relevant experience. The operation used private funding, but was directed by a serving army general who reported to Ukraine's then commander-in-chief. I don't know how to say this name. I'm not going to say him.
Valery
Look,
Zelensky.
Zelensky approved the plan, but later backtracked after the CIA found out about it and asked Kiev to call it off, according to the Wall Street Journal sources. These fools wouldn't put this out here if it was just like maybe not. They
Why
have
was
all
it
the
that easy to
details.
blow that little pipe up though?
Bro, they have all
For
the
real.
details about this.
Bury that shit a little further down or something, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what's crazy, bro? Is even like the internet, the World Wide Web, is a bunch of little underground little web things too.
Yeah, I heard they put a fat ass cable going from the west to the east
Crazy.
to try to connect shit,
Yeah.
and it's just underwater, so anybody could just go find it and just like chip.
Yeah.
Apparently, these
China
fools.
could blow that shit up.
I think these fools went
Tell
basically.
these guys to go.
I think this fools did it out of like Germany, bro, or something like that. They went and rented like a little yacht, like a little baby sailboat, and they even got a woman with them. So it was like 3 guys and a woman because they wanted to make them more like legit looking because they're chilling type shit.
like
you know?
they're going fishing, just chilling.
Yeah, some
They brought
bullshit.
hoes.
Yeah, if you ain't got no
Barbecue.
hoes on the boat, they're like, hold on, bro, this is sus,
You
cuz.
can't have no boat without hose. Like, who the fuck is?
So anyway, I don't know. We'll see, I guess, with the ceasefire situation, but I think they probably already kind of have an idea of what's going to happen. They're probably just going to sort out the details. My guess is that Putin might hold some ground.
Bro,
I would. The hell?
Putin has everything to gain right now because we're talking about doing deals with him again. Because we already do deals with China anyways. So everybody with that, we can't do business with communist regime. Bro, that shit is out the window.
Yep.
Everything we use is Chinese.
Exactly.
Might as well do deals with him. But this fool's got to play ball. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, just kick Ukraine out of the deal and throw Russia in there. They're more useful anyways.
But honestly, why the hell do we have to have beef with any of it?
Because Europe, bro. Because we're clicked up with Europe. And if we let Putin get Ukraine, then they're that closer to all those European nations. And those European people are going to be like, what's up? How you going to let these just pull up in our front yard? You know? Like,
They're
for real,
gonna
though.
suck anyways.
If they take Ukraine, bro, they're right there in everybody's face. Like, what's happening?
Well, that's the reason why for the same exact reason why you're saying that is why they didn't want Ukraine to be NATO, because then at that point, that's pretty much access to everyone part of NATO.
They're cornered, yep.
Yeah.
So that's why he's like, I don't want you guys in my backyard. This is kind of like a safe zone, like neutral grounds, you know? So anyway, that's we'll have to see kind of what
They
happens.
could have
with
just
that
took
one.
Romania, bro. There's like a bunch of hillbillies
Bro,
walk
Romania
around
is
with
bullshit.
sheep. They got nothing. You can just
Bro.
walk in there and demand the country, and that's
Bro,
it.
Romania is so bullshit, bro. Like, you guys seen the situation with the elections in Romania?
That is crazy.
Yeah, so like apparently the judge says this guy's ineligible to run for president because he's associated with far right movement, and they canceled the election 48 hours before they were gonna vote because they saw that he was coming in like a 70% like polling numbers that he's gonna win.
Yeah.
So like canceled the election, and then oh shoot, you can't actually run for whatever. And they're saying that there's some massive protests going on now in Romania. I haven't looked it up yet, but
There needs to be
That's crazy.
a whole, like, remember what happened with the Ceausescu? Everybody ran up on him and
Smoked his ass?
smoked his ass, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Who
because
was
the
that? Who
libs
was
are
he the
taking
leader
over.
of?
Romania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the freaking communist.
oh, look
And
at,
everybody had enough.
look
That's
at
what
this.
happened back in the day, huh?
Yeah, before we escaped.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And look at this too right here. This is how you know that the freaking liberal media is putting this up. This is a YouTube channel, CTV News, whatever it is. It says violent. Look at the title: violent protests erupt in Romania after pro-Russian candidate. I'm guessing it says was. See that barred from presidential race. Look at that. That's in
They're
Romania.
burning all the trees, Jazz.
Wow, so violent.
But honestly, bro, they're stealing the election, you know? So that I can see why people are mad.
Oh, they're about to flip that car. These motherfuckers ain't playing.
I don't really agree with that, like going out there flipping shit, but some
I do.
not really. Like I don't think like it's the person's fault whose car is in the road.
No,
You get what
not
I'm
that.
saying?
No,
They
Like-
got insurance.
All right,
but like if it's Nancy Pelosi's car out there, I would go flip it.
Oh, yeah.
My guess, bro, is like I feel like if you're gonna protest, and I don't know. I mean, the problem is with stuff is like when people don't feel heard and they go protest peacefully, then they feel like they're not being heard. Nobody's doing nothing about it, so then they go crazy and break shit.
Peaceful protests
Yeah.
don't work.
I was literally thinking that. There's no such thing as peaceful protests because you just get ignored. I pass by all the time with their little dumb signs.
Yeah. No
That
one
you're
gives a
not
shit.
doing nothing, bro. You're not going to get any traction, nothing.
Yeah.
Violent protests, bro.
Yeah, but there's been
If
a
we
lot of
got something
protests.
to say,
But there's
we
been a
gotta
lot
let
of
'em know.
protests in America that I don't agree with, and it was stupid. Like for example, George Floyd protests; those were all bullshit.
Oh yeah, that was stupid. That was just some.
You know,
trickhead that
and there
died
was people.
from-
You seen even like the neighborhoods over there, like even the black folks' businesses were getting burned down,
yeah.
and they were like, "Bro, don't. This is my shit." And they're like, "Cause I feel
those are
like
terrorists, though. Like those
Yeah.
people need
There's
to
a
get whooped.
difference, bro. A lot of people were just going out into the streets as an excuse to break shit and just cause mayhem instead of actually having a purpose and a message.
No, what they should have done is to consider an actual protest. Go and do that only to the police department where that guy was in, and I would be like, okay, cool. They're
bro, but
mad
they're
about
burning
it.
down WalMarts and Targets and like so like
Well, that's what I'm saying.
think of this too. What's wrong with having just a protest? You're all over the world road, all of that, but like you would see people drive by and these fools will stomp people out in cars. Like, what does that person do to you? Or like they'll block the freeway and then they start stomping people's cars out and fight people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, I don't.
No, that you deserve to be put in jail for a long time doing that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
that's not good, cool.
That's not a protest.
And here's the thing too, bro. That guy, what's his name? Derek, is that what his name? Or
Derek Chauvin.
yeah, apparently that fool, they try to charge him with like 2nd-degree murder is what they charge him with.
Like some premeditated shit.
Yeah, bro. How could that even be a thing?
I don't know. I still believe
You talking about the guy with the knee?
Yeah, I still believe it was what he did.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can consider it murder. I don't know. You know, the guy had stuff in his system. I don't know. It's wrong what he did. And I hate police violence because they do overstep their boundaries.
True, but at the end of the day, if we're saying that
he should
was...
get hit with like police brutality, maybe loses his whatever license, but not go to prison like he tried to kill this dude. He was just a tweaker that was OD.
Bro, 2nd-degree murder says generally refers to a killing that is committed with intent to cause harm or death, but without premeditation or planning or during the commission of a felony.
How many degrees are there?
So they killed, huh?
How many degrees?
There's
of murder
1st and 2nd degree. I think 1st degree would be
There's
what's
like
intent.
3rd, there's 4th, there's all kinds.
Is there?
There's
Oh,
all
I thought it was
kinds.
just 1st and 2nd.
There's a bunch, and they all mean different things. But
Which one is involuntary? Because that's the one that it should be.
that's manslaughter.
Yeah, that's pretty much like
If
you
hit
didn't mean to
someone
kill
in the
somebody,
car,
well, he
it
stepped on his neck
happens.
a little bit, but he didn't. That wasn't enough to kill somebody.
Well, he was in cuffs and stuff, bro. Like, I don't know. This is a crazy spiral that could go on forever.
Let me step on your knee for a little bit.
Well, here's the thing, bro. I understand what you're saying, but like really, I just listened to some guys that were breaking this down, and they're saying that the autopsy, the guy that did the autopsy said that if I was to find this guy on the ground just somewhere without people putting this thing in my head or whatever, I would have came in and saw him and did an autopsy and said this guy overdosed on fentanyl.
But there
Exactly.
wasn't signs of asphyxiation.
No.
Of being choked out.
Zero.
No, this
Man, I could have sworn that there was something.
Zero,
but
bro.
bro, his organs were failing from the fentanyl and shit.
I don't know, man. I could have sworn there was something about the asphyxiation, which is like being choked out. Regardless, that's a bigger problem, right? Of the police brutality and all that. And another thing is, man, I don't know. It was just a big old like race thing. I think people really ran with it.
Yeah, it was.
But you know
I
what?
bet you it was
though?
funded by USAID.
You know what though? You don't see. I see videos of white people doing crazy shit to cops and they don't get shot to death. Haven't you seen those? I seen a lady, a crazy tweaker lady. She stole a cop car, grabbed their gun, started shooting at them. The whole shit smashed off in the cop car. Went on a high speed, and instead of shooting her dead, they at gunpoint pulled her out of the car and arrested her ass.
Well, honestly, bro, you're dealing with different cops, different cities, different type of shit, you know? So it's not like you're not going to get the same treatment from every cop.
That's true.
Because if I was a cop and you piss me off, I'll probably step on your knee or on your neck, you know? But if somebody else wouldn't.
I know for sure. That is true too. There's discretion, right? Like,
right.
I just watched a video of a black lady, hella crazy black lady, got into it with some people at a bar in a hotel lobby, and the cops show up, and she was just acting hella crazy, treating the cops like shit. They dealt with her for like an hour and change until she finally like pushed a cop or did something, and then they finally arrested her. Like, they didn't shoot her dead, nothing like that.
Yeah.
They arrested her. She bit this fool on the arm, drew blood, the whole shit. They didn't even shoot her.
Right.
So it doesn't happen every time, but
it doesn't. But those are the ones that get highlighted and pushed. Because there's plenty of white people that get shot for doing stupid shit like that, you know.
Sure.
But they just don't really don't show that.
And Mexicans and other races, like there was recently a high speed chase where the guy was shooting. He was in a stolo. He was shooting at the cops in like Elk Grove, and they shot his ass dead.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they shot his ass dead because he shot at them, and then he was ramming the car at them, and that's like deadly weapon, whatever.
Yeah, you get shot with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not every situation is not the same, and especially like, I mean, it's kind of true. Like, if you got like a 6 foot big ass dude, 6'4" or something, big dude that could go violent at any moment, and then you have a just a scrawny little lady that's doing the same shit.
Yeah,
you're not gonna probably be on guard as hard as if it was a big old dude. You know what I mean? So
that's true. Yeah.
Mindset is a little bit different.
It is, but I don't know. These fools do need to get better training and all that, and maybe better funding or whatever. Instead of defunding, they should fund like escalation therapy, or not therapy, but like training. You feel me? Like, what are you gonna do if someone does this, this, and this, and your adrenaline's pumping?
I agree.
Because,
and then they should all just be like jujitsu, some sort of jujitsu shit.
If they could just kick your ass instead of.
Bro, did you see the video with the Asian cop? I think he was, I don't remember where he was, but it's some Asian cop. This fool, instead of shooting the guy, because he had like a bat or something, he straight choked him with his legs, like jumped on him, grabbed him with the legs, flipped his ass around, and just straight like chokehold him.
Yeah,
like
but
super, super fast.
The problem is gonna be again that's what we blame this for killing him with the knee on the neck. What is it gonna be? Everyone's gonna be getting choked to death now.
Well, it's better than drawing your gun if you know.
Well,
you
if
could
you're
just...
a trained fighter, then you know like what's gonna kill and what's not.
Well, usually like they make even fighters make each other pass out. They won't think this was gonna die.
Well, usually there's a ref to stop it, right, before it could escalate.
Well, a lot of times this fool's like pass out and shit, and then they stop. They let him go. You know, you never seen people get put to sleep. Then nobody says, "Oh, he's about to die." They just put him to sleep.
I've seen where people get knocked the fuck and shit their pants in the octagon. You seen that?
I haven't seen them shit themselves.
That happened to what's her name, Ronda Rousey.
Seriously?
really?
She got knocked up and shit her pants.
Hey, but I don't know if you guys heard about the Dana. So Dana White just got questioned earlier. They said that there was a rumor that the FBI is actually gonna send their people to train with the UFC. And he said that's true. They're in the works with it, and they're gonna see what they're gonna do. Basically, the FBI is trying to send their agents over to try to train in the UFC.
Hell yeah, bro! Instead of shooting people to death, kick their ass.
I don't see why FBI.
Break
How
their
many
farm.
how many times do you see FBI getting in fights on the streets though?
The only FBI agent I know is the guy that did a backflip and shot somebody on accident.
Oh, that dumbass! You remember that?
But hey, doesn't that make sense though? Like you're supposed to be a lethal machine that can take out a threat, right, with your weapon or whatever.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be in also like a hand-to-hand combat type of deal?
100%.
It seems like they don't do any of that. They're just like, oh, my phone.
Oh,
They just go to the little gym and they have to do a couple pull-ups and a couple push-ups and that's it. You pass. Go ahead.
yeah, a basic
Bro.
physical test. No, you should be trained to fight.
To like choke people out, to like take people down, to like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
these fools barely get like 6 months worth of training.
They
Cops,
get shot
and
with
they're
the
out
little
on the streets.
taser. Okay, I'm good now.
They get pepper
let's
sprayed.
move
They're
on.
like, "Yep, you're good."
Bro, you
You're
talk
good.
about the FBI guy who shot the damn, shot somebody or whatever with doing the backflip.
Yeah.
With a gun. Can you imagine getting shot by your dog?
Oh my god, I heard about that one.
Bro, how does that happen? How do you get shot by your dog?
Can you imagine?
I'll have to get rid of old
Hit him,
boy.
feed him.
Look, this like the
There's a video
Instagram
of
post. This is an Instagram post, right? Where it says that Pitbull name. This fool's Pitbull name is Oreo.
Oreo, bro.
Obviously, this picture is fake.
Why
that's
they have
not
to put a
Oreo.
Pitbull there?
But look at this. There's an actual article. Check this out. This is, I don't know. This shit is crazy.
Bro,
Hold
Oreo.
on. Let me get the article out.
Oreo ain't playing, bro. He's from the streets.
All right, so let me see. Watch this right here. Let me
This has
zoom
got to
in.
be fake, bro.
Now I've heard of it a
Look at
couple
this.
of times.
It says on Monday, Gerald Kirkwood was sound asleep before he was awakened around 4 a.m. by a loud noise and excruciating pain in his leg. He had been shot. The alleged shooter's name was Oreo, and it was his 1-year-old pit bull.
Hey, this is what I would say if I accidentally shot myself with a gun and I didn't
For
want to
real,
see
huh?
what.
So
Yeah.
look, he says here,
Blame
police
the
said that
dog.
the dog jumped on the bed and its paw got stuck in the trigger guard and fired the weapon.
Bullshit. That's some bullshit, bro. There's no way. There's
Hey.
no way. This
Man.
fool shot himself. I guarantee you, he was probably cleaning his gun or like playing with this gun or something. He shot
Look, it
himself.
says another
Yeah.
friend, a female, was asleep beside Kirk at the time, but grabbed the gun and split the scene after the. What do you mean split the scene after the shooting?
Oreo left.
She left.
The homegirl took the gun and bounced
Homegirl,
out.
yeah, grabbed the banger and left.
So was
Yeah,
it?
bro, this is fake.
Yeah.
This is a.
They
He
blamed it
shot
on the
himself.
dog.
He shot himself and went to the hospital, and he had to make up a story on the spot. And he's like, "My dog shot me."
Well, look, it says right here.
Damn.
Later, the interview by Fox 13, the woman would not reveal her name. Commented, "The dog is a playful dog, and he listens, and he likes to jump and play and stuff like that. And it just went off." But where's the gun at?
There's no way. There is no. Does it say what type of gun?
Probably a Glock.
Bro, back in the day,
There's no way. That's a 5-pound trigger on that shit. You have to intentionally get it in this tiny little hole and pull it towards you. It's not like you step on it and it goes off.
You'd have to. The gun would have to be held.
He would have to grab his
pressure.
paws, shove one in there, and go. Ugh.
Yeah, that fool was probably faded and
He
shot
himself,
bro.
dude. I'm telling you.
it could happen, bro. I've seen crazier stuff. I've heard about people getting shot by their damn kid.
That's different.
Like
Kids
in
have
the back,
thumbs and shit.
that's
But
true
the
too,
dog,
yeah.
though,
The dog, dude. This is.
The paw.
This doesn't sound like this. Really doesn't sound.
I'm
realistic.
telling you, he shot himself and he didn't want to seem stupid, and he blamed on the dog. It's like the dog ate my homework type of shit.
Yeah.
all
That's
over
the craziest shit. Like,
That's the ultimate dog.
but
ate
like,
my homework.
imagine if it was really true though. Like, you really got shot by your dog. If it was true,
I don't see how.
I don't really see it either.
So supposedly you were sleeping and your gun was in bed with you, and then the dog stepped on it and doof, shot you.
That's what I'm saying. Why is it cocked back and everything?
I don't know, bro. But back in the day, I come on, bro. Back in the day, you know, if you're in some unsavory activities, y'all never slept with a banger under your pillow.
Yeah, but
I never did.
the gun don't go off.
have.
Even if you drop it, it doesn't go off.
I mean, it shouldn't, right? But like, if you sleeping with the
Hey,
banger
but
under your pillow or right next
What if
to you,
Oreo just didn't like the owner? Cause
he fed him some foodie ass kibble. He's like, I'm gonna get your ass.
yeah, so
Nah,
this
is
crazy.
outrageous, bro.
This
There's
is
no
our-
way. Like,
Yeah.
There's no way. Like, you don't accidentally shoot yourself without pulling the trigger. You think a dog's paw is gonna go right in there and then pull that? If it's a stock Glock, let's say,
Hey.
like a 5-pound trigger.
It was Snoop
You
Dogg.
can't.
It was Snoop Dogg, and
Man,
murder was the case.
That is wild, but I'll tell you guys. I'll show you guys another wild story. I mean, if we're getting into the wild part of the podcast, this is crazy. I don't know what you guys are gonna say about this, but I'm gonna let
His
y'all
turtle
See.
shot him this time.
What? No, this is crazy. Let me know what y'all would think.
All right,
Hold on.
let's see.
What's this shit?
What is that?
Oh, I heard about
Being
this,
a
cuz.
mother.
He was beautiful and perfect, but it was also very clear that something was wrong.
What?
After a grueling round of IVF and 9 months of pregnancy, Murray, a white woman using a white sperm donor, gave birth in late 2023 to a baby boy with a much darker complexion.
My son's skin tone didn't match mine, but he was still my son.
What should have been a joyful first few months bonding with her son, who she loved and wanted to raise, was punctuated by constant fear and uncertainty.
I didn't know whether it was a sperm mix-up or whether he was someone else's.
Murray took a DNA test that confirmed her baby wasn't hers biologically. The clinic she'd used, Coastal Fertility Specialists, eventually determined that they'd mistakenly implanted another couple's embryo in Murray. The biological parents sued her for custody.
What?
So she
What
went
the
to
hell?
get IVF, and instead of giving her eggs that they planned to have, they gave her some black baby.
Oh my god!
But
So
it's
she-
the sperm and the egg together, right?
someone
Is that what
else,
that is?
though.
Well, they basically go get your sperm with the egg and the whole nine. They create it and they put it inside of you so you can carry it. Kind of like the women that do the carry.
Yeah.
What's that shit
the
called?
Yeah.
Surrogates.
Surrogates.
Yeah, so she's just the oven, basically.
She was just
Basically,
the
but
oven.
she was gonna be an oven for her own baby. Well, they gave her a black baby. She's like, "Good damn, how the hell did this come out?"
So she gave birth to it, like, oh shit, what the hell?
And then the black family sued her ass like, "Hey,
So,
that's
hey,
my baby.
Yeah, the black family's like, "Where my black baby at?"
Give me my baby back."
She's like, she
just
she
crazy.
took the white sperm and it turned out black. That's so messed up.
Hey, but if you pre-ordered a baby and then somebody else ends up getting your package, wouldn't you want your baby back?
I would. I ain't gonna lie.
I'd be like, hey, that's mine. That baby looks like me. Like,
yeah,
give me my
it's your,
shit.
it's their DNA.
I know it
For
came out
real,
of you. Okay,
duh.
we'll
Yeah.
figure that out, but it's mine.
Yeah,
You
can
can
you
get
imagine
visitation.
a kid that looks like you? It's your baby, but somebody else like
Bro,
that is messed up. I mean, think of
She should get like an extra baby free for that mistake, right?
She ain't like 5 babies for free, bro. I need to talk to a manager.
That's crazy, bro.
She looked like a Karen too, bro.
Yeah, she does, but
Is she like
but the way
single
they
or something or what?
but that the way they put it, they
Probably.
said she went and got the white sperm, but the baby came out black.
So she was a little bit confused, and now she's ridiculous.
Hey, bro, but imagine if she has like a husband or something. Like, what would he say?
Well, it doesn't matter.
The
'cause
baby came out black. Like,
for real.
Bitch, you be cheating?
Nah, this shit was in the lab, bro.
Yeah, it was in
Like,
the lab. That's a mistake.
I would
But,
still
okay,
She
but-
ain't got a man, bro. I
Hey,
can't.
but think about this though.
I don't see no man.
Her name
Unless
is
he left.
Christina Murray.
He saw the black baby and bounced out.
For real, he's like, I'm here.
Hey, but no, think about this. You and your wife go to get whatever this thing is called, right? IVF or whatever.
You get a Chinese baby.
And think of this. But hey, think how messed up this is. You go, it's her egg, and they get some other man's egg. They make a baby, put it in her, and now it's not your baby, it's hers and somebody else's.
Well, that's the craziest part is that it's legit not even hers at all.
But it's not hers zero. But imagine if it was half hers. Then she would have to have custody with her and somebody else
Yeah,
while you and her are married.
that's wild.
Like she
Nah.
just got a baby daddy by accident, like a new baby daddy.
Well, it's not like they physically did that. It was just like
but yeah, but like if
I know,
I
but
mean,
y'all
like-
is intertwined
But
for
like-
18 years minimum.
okay, but if you were to do that, you go to the thing with your wife, right? And they took your egg on accident and put it in some other bitch, and you and that bitch had a baby now. Wouldn't you be like, hey, bro, that's kind of my baby too, cuz like,
You paying child support, cuz.
I mean, not
and
really.
you just be like, it's cool, have a half Relu out there.
It's good. I got plenty to go around.
I know, but it still sounds.
It's not a big deal.
It still would feel weird for you
I'll
to know you have
find
half
him
of your
later.
son out there.
I'll find him later. We'll kick it.
We'll go fishing, cuz.
I'm just saying, don't you think it'd be a little weird?
It is. The whole situation is weird, but regardless, at
That
the end of
is
the
weird.
day, there's still a baby. You guys have to figure it out some way, right?
Well,
'Cause
this situation,
what are you gonna do?
I'd rather it be this. Like, hey, I just whatever. I screwed it. I carried somebody else's baby. I'll give it back.
I would take the black baby. I was like, all right, this is
I would
mine.
keep that flying, giving it back.
Hell
This
yeah.
is my baby.
I'll raise me a little LeBron.
Hey, technically, that's her shit. She raised it. You feel me? It came out of her.
That is kind of true.
I bet you she don't have to give it back.
I mean, she
might.
might.
She ain't got no DNA, bro. The
That is
judge
true,
or
yeah.
a jury.
Yeah, but if she gave the birth to him, bro.
I would give the kid back, bro. I would be like, all right, you guys are a good family.
don't know.
I give you the kid back, but I'll come visit every once in a while. Be like, hey, what's up, bro? You remember
Yeah,
you came
but
out
if
of
you
me?
gave birth to
Yeah.
that fool and you held them for 3 months, you raised them through the hard time.
Yeah, I know. You still have some sort of connection to him.
For sure, bro.
But
How
at
could
the
you
same
not?
time, it's like you can't take the baby away from a good family.
I'm holding
You
them
know what I
hostage.
mean?
Nah, bro. That's like you go to the drive-thru and you get somebody else's food, bro. You're not gonna keep that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta
Oh,
take
yeah?
it back.
Back.
Like, hey.
You don't remember what's his name? Paul
Oh man, shout out Paul, bro.
from Santa Cruz.
Shout out
Yeah, you guys are
Paul,
a bunch
man.
of dirtbags.
And you say you ain't gonna keep somebody's food?
Hey, that was a group decision, okay?
Oh, that shit was hilarious.
This is different than a baby.
Yeah.
This is wild though. Like it's pretty crazy. You go in
Bro.
and they put the wrong baby in you, and now you just
I'd
grew
be
it.
hot. Who has her baby now? Where's her
Is
baby?
there?
That is true.
Maybe they didn't use
Where
her.
the hell is her baby?
Maybe they didn't use her egg.
What if the black couple had her baby?
Swap, easy.
Yep, trade, cuz.
That
Nothing
would have
to
been
it.
the best scenario.
That is crazy though.
But that's some
Man.
crazy shit, right?
I want to say like, oh man, like why would you want to do that? But people do that if they can't have babies, right? Like it's rough.
You
gotta
know,
do what
there's
you gotta
women
do.
out there, like single women, that go and they do this for couples.
Oh yeah, and
All
they
the
get
time.
paid like 100 stacks.
Yeah, and they actually love it. They're like, oh, this is my calling to bring life into this world because some
To
people
help
can't.
people, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's such a bad thing, though. Like women talk about how birth is so horrible, and some women just choose to do it for other people.
For
Hey, bro,
100 bands though, and you just get
it's-
to chill around.
it's
pregnant,
like
eat
the
snacks.
golden
Yeah,
goose.
bro. But for 9 months, you
for
go through.
100 bands, bro. How much is that per month?
Hey, but some of
I
these
don't know.
some of
That's
these women that
10,000
do
a month.
that,
I'd rather have a job.
It's like 12 or something, huh?
bro.
I
Some
still
of these
gotta have a
women
job.
they love it though. It's like a calling for them. It's you know what I mean. And
That-
supposedly women that had more babies end up living longer.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think I saw a study on that.
I thought
supposedly
your body gets whooped more.
no. Supposedly, if you had women that give birth to like 2 or 3 babies or whatever, on average they live longer. I saw it somewhere, some doctor on TikTok maybe, but
That's crazy, but
don't take it.
Hey,
for
talking
fact.
about
checks out.
TikTok doctor, cuz?
but dogs that's had multiple babies be looking whooped as bro.
Yeah.
I know humans and dogs ain't the same.
Hey, but women that had no babies, they looked whooped too.
Yeah.
They've just been hosed their whole life. Just like,
That's-
they sound like this and shit. They've been smoking and drinking their
You
whole
act
life.
like everyone who didn't have babies smoked for hell of years.
They did. If you ain't
Nah.
got no family, you smoked your
What
entire
hoes
life.
do you know that do that?
Well, I don't know any anymore.
He's retired.
You don't know any more, but you don't know any less. Like I told some donkey one time, hey, you don't drink anymore? Like, I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less.
That's right. Smart man.
Smart man.
Hey, but what about the fool that got freaking held hostage though, for decades?
Who?
That's crazy.
Tell him about it. Fool.
Who did that?
Apparently, some piece of shit, evil ass stepmom, like literally worse than you could see in any movie,
Like
bro.
Snow White type of shit?
No, worse than Snow White, bro. Like this bitch
Rapunzel?
she kept this fool hostage for decades, bro. Like 20 plus years. This fool is I don't know, 30 something years old. Since he was 11 years old, he's been stuck, trapped in a room, bro, by his stepmom and his piece of shit dad, I guess, before he died. His dad is dead now. But these kept him hostage and just fed him a couple sandwiches a day, a couple water bottles, whatever, until he finally got fed up with it and caught the house on fire, bro.
Well, I was about to say, you're like 30-some years old.
Bro,
like, you can't beat up your stepmom?
Hell no! Look at this.
Bro.
Look how it says this fool. Oh, he said he was kept in a room. Look, okay, here, watch this. It says he was 5'9" and weighed 68 pounds.
Damn.
Bro,
It says when he was found, that's what they found him, right? And he's been locked in an 8x9 room since the 4th grade, according to the station.
that's
which
a
is-
half a stud, bro.
for real,
Damn. That's terrible.
bro.
Hey.
It
He
says
probably still beat up a woman.
supposedly this
68
fool,
pounds, though, you're probably emaciated, like,
I'll
like-
elbow that bitch. My bony ass.
fool, look
elbow.
at what he said. The last time he recalled leaving the property was nearly 20 years ago, when he was 14 or 15, according to
Did he
affidavit.
try anything? Like, what's the story?
He was terrified.
Look at that.
I'm going to wait for the movie to come out.
After his father died, his captivity grew more intense. According to the affidavit, he was given 2 sandwiches a day and the equivalent of 2 small bottles of water. So this fool was like on straight lockdown, fool.
Is that BZ still alive?
That's
They
worse than
arrested her.
jail.
Okay.
I think this might be
she
her right
should
here.
be
No?
his
Yeah, that
permanent
is her.
slave.
They snatched
I
her
think
ass.
that's her right there.
Oh, no. You can
And that's
tell
her
that bitch
piece
is
of
evil.
shit for saying that this shit is false. Whoop, there's no way my client did any of this. Then how do you explain this 30-something-year-old, 68-pound who lit the house on fire
Seriously,
on
just
purpose?
the weight alone. Oh my god.
As a lawyer, though, how would you even be on board with this type of shit? You know what I mean?
Money.
But, bro, money can't even make me be on board with this. So, like,
Because you got morals and standards, bro.
I would act like I'm on her side, and then I would leak all the info.
get the retainer and then get her ass life.
Get her bitch ass. Yeah, what
But that
is
is an interesting thing, bro, when you sign up to be a defense lawyer, because you're going to get all kinds of crazy charges, right? For example, the guy who defended OJ, right? He knew that he was guilty too.
Oh, yeah. That's how the Kardashians got their paper.
Yeah, but that's a little bit easier to like defend because that BZ probably deserved it.
She probably did. She was cheating on him, but you know he did it, and you have to go before the courts and say, "There's no way he did it."
It's easier, but some BZ that tortured a kid for 20 years.
But
is like,
but here's the thing, bro. There's even like,
I know that's.
I
way
wouldn't be able
worse.
to do that.
bro,
I'll throw
there's
that
like,
bitch in there.
there's freaking Chesters who also get defended by the attorneys.
So those
Bro,
lawyers
lawyers are scumbags.
need to get jumped.
I'm curious if you were to do a search for like Chester defense or something. I bet you'll find a bunch of lawyers that do
They
that
probably
too.
have like the regular like state attorneys or whatever that they have to be there. They're like,
the public defenders or something.
Your Honor, he might have not have done it, you know, like half-ass his case because they already know.
But no, but some of these fools will get actual lawyers.
No, public defenders really do half-ass shit. They
That's what I'm
call them
saying.
Public pretenders
Yeah,
is what they're known as.
hey, but I would too if every piece of shit I had to defend, there's so much evidence against them. Would I really try? I'd be like, oh, he probably didn't do
They're
it. Your
just
Honor.
basically messengers.
I know, but that's a violation of our constitutional rights.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have some money.
Yeah, that should have been. hey, but talking about money, bro. This fool Trump was talking about how he's trying to do a thing where to cancel out, and he's already canceled tax on tips, canceled tax on overtime,
Yeah.
tax on Social Security canceled, and now he wants to cancel taxes on anyone making it under $150,000.
Oh, bring it.
all the rich people will probably say they make 150.
And you gotta,
They'll
but
just
see,
do an
the rich
LLC.
people, what they'll probably do is they'll probably waste all their money on tax deductible stuff. Because think about this, I don't know how it's gonna work, but if I make 160, 170, 180, 200, does that mean at that point that I'm going to pay taxes? And will I fall into like a 30% tax bracket? Well, I might as well waste 50,000.
Yeah.
Get to like 149, keep my money.
Or you only pay taxes for anything past 150.
Yeah, that would make
which would make more sense. And that would boost the economy like crazy.
Let me see if that's the case. That would be even better.
That would be.
So I think that should be
clean.
for everybody.
Yeah, because under 150, that's like middle class and lower. That means that, bro, the economy is going to blow up. People are going to actually be able to
buy more
own
shit,
homes
to
and-
stimulate.
Yeah, like, build yourself some wealth. You know what I mean?
Damn, I hadn't heard about this at all. This
Look
is
at this
actually
right here.
a big one.
President Donald Trump's goal is to eliminate tax for people earning less than $150,000 per year.
Hell yeah.
He said, I know this is his goal. No tax for anybody making under $150,000 a year. That's what I'm working for. Oh, shit.
Oh
what
my
happened?
God, if he does this, we'll
This is
reelect this.
wild.
We will all vote to change the Constitution
I
to give him a
swear.
third term.
Oh, bro, like, what?
Dead
I
ass.
bet, and you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna be like, he's gonna do it all the way to like almost he's out of office, and like he got 2 months. Like, if y'all don't figure something out, put me back. Y'all ain't getting it.
Hey, supposedly, if 80% of Americans vote, then we can change it, and this will stay on.
If how much?
I think 80% of the Americans.
So from what I know, I don't know about that part,
Yeah.
but from what I know, a constitutional change or amendment, that's how we have amendments.
Yeah.
Those are required to be passed by at least 75%.
Okay. That's
So-
close. So you might be right with the 75 because I
That's what I
remember
know.
80. It has to be the gross majority.
But they
most.
would have to change the constitution to give him a third term, which and then at that point, a lot of the other presidents, I bet you Obama and everybody else who will try to get back in. Like
Joe Biden's coming back from his dead.
No,
Nah,
Joe
bro.
Biden is done, but
He's a mummy.
Obama will try to run again. Guaranteed Newsom is running again.
You
trying
know
to run.
what? I heard Michelle Obama just came out with a podcast. They think that's the cheat code. The Democrats think that's the cheat code.
That's what they think, but they don't got shit to talk about, bro. They don't have nothing to talk about. What are they going to talk about? First of all, if you're a Democrat, you can't talk shit about nothing because guess what? It's
Everyone's
sensitive.
PC.
Everything.
Yeah.
You can't talk. Look at freaking Newsom comes on a podcast, talks about, hey, it's kind of unreasonable to have men in the women's sports, and all of the freaking liberals are freaking poking his eyes out now.
All the trannies that supported him gone.
They're attacking him with dildos and shit.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
No, I don't think Trump should have a third term. I think we should just vote for the person that he kind of recommends, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Look at this, bro.
If he hires all the good people to do good jobs for everything
Yeah.
else, I'm sure he can recommend like, hey, bro, this fool.
Yeah.
It might be JD Vance. Who knows?
So look,
might be.
to get back to this $150,000 thing, it says the proposal to remove tax for people earning less than $150,000 a year would impact the vast majority. In 2022, around 93% of Americans aged 15 and over earn less than 150. So 93% of the country. Like you said, everybody's voting for him again.
That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying. We
Hell
will
yeah.
literally, I will vote for it, honestly. As long as it's like a 3 cap limit. Like, we don't want to be, like a kingdom or whatever to where there's no limits. But
But I mean,
3, I'll give him another shot.
Here's the thing. I feel like I wouldn't have a problem with it being no limit as long as we get to vote him out if we don't like him anymore.
At any time type shit.
If we don't like you, we'll vote you out. You feel me? I feel like that's fine because the issue with us changing the president so often, bro, is the Russians, the Chinese, these fools, they have their agenda for decades, right?
Yeah.
And they work towards it. Whether it's good or bad, it could be good or bad, right? But I feel like if we had a longer term on a good playing field, we could probably do a lot better because guess what these guys do? Trump comes in and does all kinds of good things. Biden or somebody else comes in later and screws it all over.
Oh, yeah.
Think about if we had Trump from the beginning.
Now we got to
till the
start
end.
from the beginning.
Yeah, we're flip flopping back, forth. There's almost no progress.
It's like hiring somebody, training him, and then firing him right when it gets good.
Yep.
True. I mean, that's
Then you
that's
got to
the way
start
to
from
look at it.
scratch.
Start
every
again.
fucking time.
And I was like, oh, another shitty ass employee. You got to train him again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what the deal is with that thing.
And you
right
don't
there.
really know if they suck that bad until the end when it's
Yeah.
too late.
But one more thing I wanted to get to is, I don't know if you guys heard about the this one right here is kind of interesting also, how apparently there's talks how here,
lawmakers raising concerns about the validity of executive orders signed by President Biden. This comes after the Heritage Foundation's oversight project reported every Biden-era document they found had the same printed automated signature, except the letter Biden signed to announce he was dropping out of the presidential race. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey wrote, "I am demanding the DOJ investigate whether President Biden's cognitive decline allowed unelected staff to push through radical policy without his knowing approval. If true, these executive orders, pardons, and all other actions are unconstitutional and legally void." Lawmakers raising concerns.
So, what we all expected or suspected, I would say, allegedly, most of these things were probably not made by him.
This fool had the DocuSign account, gave everybody the password.
Yeah. That's basically what happened.
Come on, boy.
So supposedly they do this for
so does that mean
for like other stuff where it's not that
Like
important.
not important,
But yeah,
but-
like, hey, Mr. President, can we sign for you? Like, just use my stamp. It's good, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in this case, they signed everything with that. That's
Pardons.
and pardons and everything.
You've seen Trump personally write every single freaking executive order.
Right.
They said including executive orders.
Yeah, no, bro, that's not executive orders. Those are
That's what it said here.
important
Bruh.
decisions made by the president himself. Those need to be in
Which
you know what I mean?
president?
And there's no footage of him signing anything. There's thousands
Bro.
of them that it just like
Oh my
overnight. Yeah,
God.
look,
You guys haven't seen Alina Baba, which was Donald Trump's lawyer, right? One of his main lawyers that used to argue people. She put a video online and said, "Hey, look, we found it. They found the staged Oval Office. It was a stage setup with the teleprompter in front of it. So they found where he staged everything, and they gave him notes and what to say and everything because he could obviously never talk by himself. So he was like a news anchor, reading off the teleprompter.
so they probably kept
wow.
them in the basement somewhere, like everybody said.
That's
Because why would
crazy.
you need a set, like a fake set of the Oval
what?
Office when you should be in the real one, right?
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
It's like having a
movie.
hostage, and you have the camera like say this, or we're gonna chop off your other toe. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got to see this. Check this out. Watch this.
Bruh.
Hold on, there might be a
You
commercial.
guys, I just finished a show. Look at the room that they put me in. We're in Biden's fake Oval Office, everybody. And I've actually figured this out. I now know why. I now get it. Turn the camera around. There is a screen, teleprompter to the face. All I can say is the last administration was a disgrace.
Disgrats.
She wanted to say this crazy, basically.
The thing is, nothing's gonna happen. It's just like, okay, it's in the news for like a couple days and then it's over. Because what are they gonna do?
They need to lock his ass
But
up.
how do you get away with
Bro.
stealing a whole country, bro, and controlling a whole country with a bunch of screens and backdrops
Bro,
and
it's
shit?
literally theft. This is shit. This is some stuff you would see in a movie, and you'd be like, this could never happen.
And it's too late.
Well, there's nothing. What are they going to do to
It's
this?
been
freaking-
4 years of
Apparently,
this.
they can't prosecute him for nothing because he's like mentally incompetent to stand trial.
That's some bullshit. Then anything that he signed should be also voided also.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but
oh,
why did they, when they came out and said, hey, we can't put him on trial for his documents case because he's mentally not okay to stand trial, at that point, it should have been like, hey, we got to get him out now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So they need to investigate everybody.
I think Kamala
and
needs
find
to
out
go
who it was.
to Kamala
Yeah.
needs to go to prison, including everybody around him,
for
and
sure.
they need to find out who signed all his documents and
Yeah,
everyone,
all those
including
dirtbags.
including his doctors who took care of him because they knew he was freaking not mentally okay.
Yep.
That's like damn near, what is that? Not perjury. I guess it could be considered perjury, but maybe not because it's not in the courts. But what's the other one? Where you're going against your whole country. What is that shit?
Tyranny?
Treason.
Treason.
Treason?
Yeah,
Treason.
treason, bro. You just lied to the whole American public saying that this fool was good when
Yeah.
you knew he's not.
Yeah, no, that's
bro.
life in prison.
Bruh.
Bro, this thing is such a scam. Watch this other video. I gotta show you this right here. But basically, to give you, let me tell you what it's about. But basically, the USAID, whatever, they gave all their workers a letter saying, "Hurry up and burn everything in the offices now." Mm-hmm. Why are they burning everything?
to hide evidence, obviously.
But they said shred everything and burn the other shit. You have the burn bags or whatever. Look, there's a freaking video about it. What's this on the news?
NBC News is reporting this. USAID staff is being told to shred and burn all their classified documents. Quote, the USAID...
Oh, shit, what happened? My shit crashed, cuz.
North Korean attack.
Oh, shit, the Ukrainians.
See what happens? Cyber attack when you try to talk shit?
Hey, that means we doing something right.
Yeah.
Because they coming for us.
So basically, they just destroy all the evidence because we don't want them to find out what's going on. So they need to hurry up and investigate every single person. Everybody that touches one of those documents should go to prison, federal prison.
You know what I
NBC
heard?
News
What's
is
it
reporting
again?
this. USAID staff is being told to shred and burn all their classified documents. Quote, the U.S. Agency for International Development is instructing its staff in Washington to shred and burn documents, according to an email obtained by NBC News. The document destruction was set to take place Tuesday, according to an email from Erica Carr, the agency's acting executive secretary. Quote, shred as many documents first and reserve the burn bags for when the shredder becomes unavailable or needs a break, Carr wrote. I worked in government for almost a decade. I've never heard of so much shredding being required that you would know ahead of time that, quote, the shredder would become unavailable or need a break. What is that about?
Right. I actually this morning I got a message from somebody who left USAID earlier this year and passed along this email to me. And my response was naturally, is this standard operating procedure? And this individual said no, that they had never heard about burning or shredding of federal records at USAID. But then again, this individual told me they've never heard of the entire agency being gutted and their headquarters at the Ronald Reagan building being shut down. When are documents, burned by the State Department or USAID? Typically at an embassy when it is about to be overtaken, Marines have the authorization. It's a means of ensuring that classified records and personnel data do not get in the hands of individuals who are seen as threats. They do go and burn documents, but that's not what this situation is here.
So basically, like, your whole thing is about to be taken over. We don't want sensitive information to get out to the enemy.
Yeah.
This is what's happening, basically.
I heard that there's a silver lining to this, though, because supposedly there's a bunch of, higher courts that are trying to block some of the shutdowns of the USAID bullshit. And if they're burning all this bullshit, then these fools are not going to be able to, reopen it because they're not going to have the information that they need to do it. So,
but if they are burning it, bro, they're probably not worried about that. They're probably worried about corruption,
right?
That they don't want to get caught with.
That's true.
Otherwise, I don't really see how you would basically say burn everything down. If everything you did was legit, you would not worry about another government agency coming in and checking it out.
Yeah, you know what? That is a huge red flag, bro.
So that means that
what
the punishment of you telling them to burn, you might go to jail or some. There's got to be some sort of
treason once again.
Right.
Report that.
So that is probably not as bad as if they actually found what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking the lesser punishment at this point, right? That's the only,
I think so.
That makes sense.
I mean,
to me.
that should be tampering in federal documentation or something. That's got to be some crazy charge.
Yeah.
If I went into a federal building and burnt some shit, they're charging the fine.
If I steal your mail, I go to federal prison.
Yeah, that's
the most
this
basic
work?
example ever.
Yeah.
I joke with my girl sometimes. I'm like, don't be opening my mail. Let's go to jail.
But that you guys make a good point. Like, just taking somebody's mail is a problem. And you guys are burning documents, government documents that should be there, because I guarantee there's some sort of policy or protocol that says you got to have the documentation for what you do. But guess what? There's rumors that even George Soros received like $200 million in USAID, bro, through some other corporations or nonprofits that he had. USAID gave it to him. He paid Black Lives Matter and Antifa to ruin the country.
I've heard of that.
That makes perfect sense.
The World Economic Forum guy?
Well, George Soros is not the World Economic Forum. George Soros was they call him philanthropist bullshit. But he is one of those left-wing cyclists.
Trying to run the world, New World Order, garbage.
All that stuff. Most people who are into conspiracy don't like him because they think he's trying to end the world type shit.
Yeah.
Or the agendas of the world or whatever.
God damn.
But
shit's crazy, boy.
Yeah, man. So that's kind of that's a buttload of stuff, and I think I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I guess that's all we got for today. So
burn your documents ahead of time.
Yeah.
While you still have time.
So if you get an audit from the IRS, burn your documents before they get to you.
That's right. Every time you wipe your ass, burn that toilet paper. Don't flush it.
And
they might recover it.
And it's not financial advice or advice at all. We're just kidding.
Like and subscribe.
That's great advice.